Cameron Houston and Chris VEDELAGO last updated 13:38, October 6, 2017. Alejandro Alex Mendieta appeared unfazed by the police attention on Thursday. Australian gemstone and gold dealer Alejandro Alex Mendieta has carved out an enviable lifestyle in Melbourne: luxury boats, a Lamborghini, a share in a appeare nightclub and a CBD penthouse. Last June, pop star Delta Goodrem serenaded the Colombian-born playboy as he celebrated his 30th birthday. Photographs of him quaffing Dom Perignon on his regular first-class flights to Europe were flaunted on social media with the hashtag #PoorGuySuck. Mendieta uses the hashtag #PoorGuySuck when he posts his jet-setting exploits on social media. In just 6 years, Mendieta transformed his business, Gold Buyers Melbourne, into a multi-million-dollar empire that turned over $66 million, $72.2 million in the 201,516 financial year. But the good times hit a roadblock on Thursday when detectives from the gang's crime squad stormed Mendieta's central Melbourne offices, where gold and precious stones are traded. The raid was part of a major police investigation into the alleged receiving of jewellery stolen in a series of armed robberies on jewellers and private homes across Melbourne over the past year. Items seized by police in the raid on Mendieta's business premises. Police also raided Mendieta's penthouse residence in the suburb of St Kilda, where they impounded a Lamborghini Gallardo, and other luxury properties in South Bank and Caulfield North. Mendieta was one of 3 Colombian-born men arrested late on Thursday night. All 3 men were charged with handling stolen goods, recklessly possessing stolen goods and knowingly possessing stolen goods. They were bailed to appear at the Melbourne Magistrates Court for a filing hearing on October 10. A police spokesman confirmed officers had seized items believed to either be stolen or the proceeds of crime, including cash, gold, precious stones, silver and gold bullion. In just 6 years, Mendieta transformed his business, Gold Buyers Melbourne, into a multi-million-dollar empire that turned over $66 million in the 201,516 financial year. The investigation into the selling and receiving of stolen jewellery was launched by the gang's crime squad following a series of jewellery store armed robberies across Melbourne over the past year, the spokesman said. The robberies are understood to have included daylight attacks on suburban jewelry stores involving gangs of youths armed with machetes, baseball bats and hammers. Even as detectives gathered evidence at Mendieta's offices on Thursday afternoon, suspected criminals continued to alight on the 11th floor with gems and precious metals to sell. Mendieta was serenaded by pop star Delta Goodrem at his 30th birthday party in Melbourne. Police arrested a 16-year-old with a plastic bag containing assorted jewelry including an antique fob watch and gold knuckle dusters. Owners of other businesses in the building complained that unsavory types including members of outlaw motorcycle gangs regularly visited the offices of Gold Buyers Melbourne. At least one business recently relocated because of the dubious clientele. Crime Command Acting Commander Peter DeSanto said Thursday's arrests and seizures highlighted the scope of these criminal enterprises. It's not only about identifying and targeting offenders involved in violent incidents at jewelry stores, it's also about investigating what happens after those offenses occur, DeSanto said. We know that offenders will be looking to move on items, many of which have significant value, so it's about making sure we follow those lines of inquiry and stop those providing avenues for the disposal of these goods. These incidents have a significant impact on victims, whether it's those who are in the store at the time of the offense or those business owners who are left with the loss of stock and damage to their stores. Mendieta appeared unfazed by the police attention on Thursday, repeatedly smiling at a Fairfax media photographer. The 31-year-old founded his business in 2011 with older brother Julio Mendieta, who was also born in the Colombian city of Bucaramanga. Another brother is involved in the jewelry business in Adelaide. Aside from trading gold and gems, Mendieta also offers high-interest loans that are usually secured against expensive jewelry. In 2016, he lent more than $1.1 million to third parties, including bankrupt diamond trader Ronnie Ben Simon, who amassed debts of more than $10 million. Ben Simon is being pursued in court for 12 diamonds, some of which were used as collateral for short-term loans from Mendieta, who charged interest of up to 48% a year. Mendieta is just weeks away from settling on a $2.5 million property in Surrey Hills, and recently bought a development site in Dandenong for $1 million. The Age.